What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going down? I had some audio issues. I thought I was starting the show early. Didn't start it early. I started it early, but there was no show because there was no audio. But we're gonna try this thing again. We're gonna make it kind of short and sweet this time. We're just gonna get right to the point. But y'all know how we do. When you pull up, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. And as always, show is sponsored by 95 North Enterprise LLC. Oh, and me, your host, I'm powered by Duncan every day. That's the only way my day can get started. But, you know, we got a few things to talk about. Well, we got two things to talk about. We got Dr. Umar to talk about, and then we got what's going on in the Capitol to talk about. Dr. Umar is in trouble of losing his two buildings for his school, for the FDMG Academy, for the FDMG Academy. I didn't heard it so much, I kind of know the acronym right now. But no, it's Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Um, so 2 weeks ago, he came out and said his accounts was frozen, his personal and the account for the school. And I guess he's saying some young lady that he was dealing with that he got to help take care of his mother. You know, she did some funny business with his accounts. Maybe 2 days ago, I saw a creator online with two letters stapled to Dr. Umar's um, his two buildings that for his school about back taxes and his properties may be seized. I got a real strong inkling that that's the reason why his accounts is frozen. I don't think it was no young lady. What's going on, y'all? Hey, don't forget, man, when y'all pull up, thumbs up in the chat. One, if you at work, like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. What's going on, y'all? And we're gonna get to the main topic in a minute. I see y'all pulling up. Um, but now it all makes sense because I heard 38,000, and then yesterday I heard 76,000. But I'm guessing it's 38,000 on both of the properties. 38,000 on both of the properties. There's your 76,000 in back taxes, which lends to the buildings being seized pretty soon if you don't get them taxes paid. Uh, which also explains the two frozen accounts and him essentially asking for handouts. Um, it's sad, but it's also the jig is up, dog. The jig is up, man. Come on, y'all. What's up, y'all? Hey, let's go, y'all. Let's go. I see y'all pulling up, man. We about to get to it. We about to get to it. I just wanted to highlight the good Dr. Umar that been getting the queens all riled up for the last decade and a half, and now the news of him being a deadbeat and all that other stuff. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Hey, give me a thumbs up if my sound is good because my audio has been atrocious. Me trying to get it together this morning with the new mics and all. So give me a thumbs up if the sound is all right. But we will progress whether or not you can hear it or not. We may just have to scrap the episode if nobody can hear it. But can I get a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me? If my audio is back on track. Anyway, so like I said, that would explain the Dr. Umar and the frozen accounts. So we could stop going back and forth. We could stop worrying about some imaginary young lady that he was dealing with. He even went online to kind of slander her, saying the cookies taste stale. Yo yo, what's going on? What's going on? All right, so now we're gonna get into the business now. We're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of the show. President Trump is supposedly deploying the National Guard into Washington D.C. today to combat the high crime in the city, which they they have been showing stats since he started talking this way about crime going down. Those are bar graphs and pie charts and all that. They also took to the streets and and the people, over 50%, 60% of the people saying they don't feel safe. And I mean, we got eyes, we watch the news, we see the shootings, the carjackings, robberies, the people breaking into buildings, taking over parks and things like we see all that. So with that being said, I don't know what to believe. I don't know if I should believe the pie charts or the people. Me personally, I'm gonna always go with the people because the people can tell you how they feel, regardless if the numbers are saying it's going down or not. Because what if that's just reports? What if that's just reports? You know what I'm saying? Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. If my audio's good, put a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. I've been having audio issues all afternoon trying to get everything rolling. If the audio is good, put a thumbs up in the chat, or just say the audio is good. But I want to know how y'all feel about the FBI, DEA, CIA, National Guard, all that being put into the nation's capital, and how you think that's going to work. How you think that's going to work for the nation's capital? Me personally, and he's also saying that it's going to be in high tourist areas, which is, right over there. Do they call that Capitol Hill right over there, where the monuments and all that? It's going to be over there because criminals know the majority of the people that's over there ain't from there. So they're going to go hit them up. Um, I'll be over there at the end of the month, and we're going to see how safe it feels. I was there 2 years ago, and, you know, maybe I'm so used to seeing things and picking up on things and watching my surroundings. I feel like it wasn't so unsafe, but there was a couple incidents. To be honest, we took my younger son on the took him on like a little tour, the bus tour, the big bus tour. We'd be up top. And looking, we saw two incidences. Uh, one turned violent, one turned into a fight or whatever. Not, but and one was right there, but it was so many people around. It kind of got separated, and we on the bus being tourists. Feel me? So, but like I said, to me, that was not like. I mean, had there been some pow pow, maybe, but pushing and shoving, couple blows. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really like, to me, it ain't really like nerve wracking. But to some people from other countries and people from Middle America that ain't used to that, suburbs, and I'm now consider myself I'm from the suburbs now since I've been older. You know, me and my wife, we made it happen. But yeah, people and the people themselves said they don't feel safe. So I kind of always side with the people in a case like that. And also, he's saying he named what, three other cities: Chicago, L.A., and New York. So he's naming places with high crimes. And see, this is what people want to do. This is what people want to do. Oh, it's only states where the Democrats is running. Listen, dog. Listen. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I've been having a little bit of audio trouble. He's people getting it to, oh, this is only where the blue state. No. When you watch the news and you see the stuff that happens, he's hitting those states directly. Now, I ain't saying it's gonna work. I ain't saying I agree with all, but what I'm saying is he's calling out the high visibility places. Look what just happened in Manhattan. And then a couple months prior, look what just happened in Manhattan with the CEO. Like, dog, we gotta be realistic about some of this shit. Some of this shit we gotta be realistic about. I mean, it ain't just a political thing. Because when the people, the residents themselves say they're not feeling safe, I mean, what do we do about that? How do we address that? They got the mayor from Baltimore on. He's talking about, first of all, this is in D.C. He's talking about the mayor of D.C. hands is tied. Well, we all know that because of the law. That district, the reason why it's happening there right now is because it's able to happen there by law, right? So if it works, hopefully it works, get the crime down and get the people there feeling safe. And I think that Doge, that high ranking Doge employee that got carjacked or whatever, attempted carjack, I think that got something to do with it also. And that's probably why people's putting the political spin on it. Although Trump and Doge fell out, and Elon and all them, but I mean the person's citizen, so you don't want to, you can't have citizens by right being um, assaulted like that. Um, but every state he named, though, every city or whatever that he named is realistically high crime. I mean, like people on people on ground level won't be talking when we hear such and such is brah, brah. Ain't nobody surprised. You feel what I'm saying? We just seen it on the news. We looking at all these how 4th of July. The first time New York hasn't had a shooting on the 4th of July in how many years? That ain't nothing to celebrate. It is, but I mean, what you want to do is start there and keep going. Because there's places where you don't never see none of this shit. There's places where you don't see none of this. Like, it's a shame that we celebrating like murders going down from triple digits to mid to high double digits. That ain't no shit to be like really celebrating. That either way you look at it, that's a shame. And when you look who's doing it, when you look who's directly involved in it, we should be the happiest that some of this is trying to get cleaned up, right? Because we can't clean it up. It seems like we don't even try because we'll say, "Oh, I didn't see nothing," knowing who did it, and we'll still say, "I didn't see nothing." Like, dog, let's be let's be realistic here. So, and I think it's partly who's who. It's partly the messenger. We don't rock with the messenger, or whoever don't rock with the messenger. Then so the message is bad. But when we had somebody that should have did it from fucking Chicago, didn't get done. It didn't get attempted. It was talked about 8 fucking years, but never happened. Never happened. Then there was another person that said, "Ain't I ain't doing nothing specifically for black people." So now when somebody want to clean it up a certain way, now there's all these complaints. Yeah, y'all kind of missing that shit. Let's see if it worked first. Then if it don't, then get it out of here and try something else. But if ain't nothing been attempted, what are we talking about? If nothing has been attempted, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, it's kind of annoying that we let certain stuff slide because we like the person that's in a certain position, and then stuff that makes sense we don't let ride because we don't like the person who's in the position to make it happen. See, we gotta stop that. We gotta grow out of that, and that's the reason why we are where we are in the hierarchy of shit. That's the exact reason right there. And unless we start letting it letting it be helped or letting it be, you know what I'm saying? We gonna stay there. We gonna stay there. So my advice is, or my thought process is, let's see, let's let it go and see if it works. Let's let it go and see if it works. It just might work. I mean, it might not, but it just might work. And then if it do work, you don't have to think about it because if it does work, you know it's going to that next city, and then that next city, and I believe this is he's taking over the DC police for 30 days. It's going into federal for 30 days. So I'm not big in politics and all these rules and shit, but I kind of been listening to it as of late because we done got so far out of control. It's like I'll kind of listen to anything to hear what makes sense. I don't just oh, I don't like him, so I ain't listening because I might not like that motherfucker, but he might say some shit that make perfect sense about a situation. That's how come I don't understand everybody's whole life. Black people, anyway. I don't know about anybody else. Telling you gotta vote Democrat. I don't gotta do shit, bro. I'm gonna listen to the people, and whichever one talking something that makes sense to me, or that I agree with, or that I want to happen, that's who I'm voting for. Quit telling me who I gotta vote for, bro. Like, no, and that's just how I am. But don't tell me I gotta vote Democrat. Like, bro, stop. We've been voting Democrat all these years, and what it do? Not a fucking thing. So y'all should want to try something different, especially y'all old people, older than me. 'Cause I'm old, but the people older than me, y'all should definitely want to try something different. Shit y'all been doing 50, 40, 50. I see the same dude every day. Shit y'all been doing 40, 50, 60 years. That shit ain't working. I ain't been voting that long, 50 years, 40 years, but shit, I've been voting for almost 30. And whatever I hear that makes sense, Democrat work, but that's what the fuck I'm voting for. I don't give a god. Man, listen, bro. Then you get older, you start making money, you start wanting to live a certain way. Then more of the other side start making sense to you. Like, all right, cool. So we gonna do that then. But anyway, man, that's the short and sweet of it. Today, I did a whole show, but it got no audio. So hopefully this one got audio, and we'll put this one out on the platform and on the platforms, on the podcast platforms. We're gonna put it out if the audio went well. Um, I pray that the audio went well on this. And as usual, I will see y'all tomorrow, 12:15 p.m. Same bad time, same bad channel. And tomorrow, I can almost guarantee you that the audio will be better if this one ain't good. All right, y'all. Peace and love.